It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it, and thank you so much for making time for us once again. We are back in the Betway Premiership. We've just watched Golden Arrows against Mamelodi Sundowns out at the Mpumalanga Stadium in Hammersdale. That game ending in 1-1 after Golden Arrows took the lead earlier on and Mamelodi Sundowns equalized through Lucas Ribeiro penalty later on. A game that was filled with many questionable decisions from the referees. I know for sure it's going to be a big talking points. Going to be very big talking points in the socials over the next couple of days or week. Especially those 3 disallowed goals from Peter Shalulile. You know what we can discuss. Oh, by the way, we were going straight into the game. Crowd attendance. There's one of those small stadiums that I like so much. The atmosphere usually is very, very nice in those small stadiums. It's quite similar to Princess Makoko and what's the other stadium? Herikwala Stadium. That Mpumalanga Stadium. I like those kinds of stadiums. Shout out to the fans who went to the stadium representing us as football-loving people of South Africa. Yes, a point is still important. It's also it's better than nothing for especially for Sundowns in this case, in their quest to defend their league title once again. They did not lose the game. They drew, so it is an important point. There is no more. The 1 point is better than not getting a point at all. Otherwise, we saw what we saw. Those of us who did watch the game, if you didn't watch the game, I recommend that you go look for some of the clips or the highlights of the game just to see what happened in that particular game. 3 disallowed goals. I don't think I've seen anything like that, especially from one player. We've seen disallowed goals a number of times. Peter Shalulile on any other day could, if it was his day, he could have easily had a hat-trick on this particular game. Unfortunately, he was denied, or the goals were disallowed. I think we can discuss, there's some goals that we can easily discuss, some decisions that we can easily discuss, especially decisions such as we can debate, not discuss, debate fouls. There's a goal that was disallowed because there was a foul in the build-up of the goal. And there was another one that was disallowed because Shalulile himself fouled his opponent before scoring that goal. But the one that I think we cannot really debate much because it's either it is an offside or it's not an offside. We can't really debate it because we know the definitions of an offside. If you are in a more advanced position when the ball is played, relative to your opponents, you are deemed offside. So in this particular case, I don't think Shalulile was offside. It was completely onside. The referees got that one wrong, which means Mamelodi Sundowns lost a legitimate goal, I think, in my opinion, which also cost them the 2 points today. And it is unfortunate. It also happened to other teams, but when it happens in the context of a title race, it just so happens that this particular title race is not as tight as we've seen other title races to be. Imagine if Pirates and Sundowns were on neck on points. Pirates winning today, Sundowns dropping 2 points, and Pirates overtaking Mamelodi Sundowns. It would be a huge talking points. It could still be a deciding factor at the end of the season, which I don't see happening because I think Sundowns are way too advanced now to actually let go of this particular lead. But it doesn't give our referees the chance to make these kinds of mistake. It doesn't give them an excuse to make such blunders, especially in a game of this magnitude. This takes nothing from Golden Arrows. I think Coach Mangoba in this particular game, he had his game plan spot on. He knew how to deal with Mamelodi Sundowns, especially knowing very well that Sundowns are a tired team right now after the hectic program. Mamelodi Sundowns competing in all fronts is now catching up with them. Coach Mangoba is definitely aware of that, and he tried by all means that if you check the game, the pace of the game in the first half, and where Arrows wanted to play the game and trying to tire, especially the players that have been playing consistently, it kind of worked out. You could see that there were some heavy legs in that particular Mamelodi Sundowns team, but towards the end of the game, I think both teams were pretty much on the same level. Take nothing away from Golden Arrows. They end their point. They had nothing to do with the referee's decision. It was not their doing. They have also nothing to do with the physical status of Mamelodi Sundowns being fatigued or being tired after so many games back to back in a short period of time. So Arrows did their part to end the point, and it worked for them. They got the point. Mamelodi Sundowns, I think it's tough luck for them. I'm not a Sundowns fan. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I honestly don't want Sundowns to win the league, but if they are not winning the league, let it be through a fair way. You understand? We've seen things like this happening in football, of course, but it doesn't give us an excuse to say, yeah, it's fine. Other teams have suffered these consequences. They too should suffer that. But it's unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate for them. But anyway, my Sundawana, tough luck. But congratulations for the point anyway. And I think right now this doesn't do anything to shift the balance or the advantage towards Pirates. We know Pirates won 1-0 against Chippa United, which I hope to make a video of that as well. I tried to watch both games at the same time, but yeah, it was quite difficult. But it doesn't shift anything. Sundowns are still in the position that they were in. Yes, they dropped 2 points today. Pirates got 3 points, which means the difference today was narrowed. The gap was narrowed by 2 points after today's match games, but it doesn't do much. It barely scratches the surface in terms of Pirates trying to catch up with Mamelodi Sundowns in this particular title race. Otherwise, this has been Fans Corner. Thank you so much for making time for us. We meet again in the next one. I think in the next one we'll be talking the Nedbank Cup. Okay, just after this we are recording the video on Orlando Pirates against Chippa United. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Make sure to subscribe and like our videos so that we can grow as a channel. See you again in the next one.